I want to talk about that. That was actually my next question because he was going to send two top White House officials. Then he reportedly pulled back. He's not sending anyone from the White House to negotiate or help with negotiations, rather. Do you think that's a misstep? And I do want to talk about the former President Trump in this because he's capitalizing on the moment. He's skipping the second debate next week to instead speak with automakers in Detroit. So who's winning and losing right now?
Well, the American
Politically, of
public
course.
is,
Yes,
well,
politically, of
right.
course.
The American public is losing because this is going to have ripple effects through the whole economy. Um, and we're already beginning to see it because suppliers are beginning to shut down. The way I think that when I saw that Trump was going to go to Detroit, I just thought this is a brilliant move because it, the key thing is that union leaders are very much pro-Democrat, but the union workers are kind of torn. They like the Democrats' support for union demands. They like that it's pro-union. They like the fact that Democrats are against right to work laws, which are commonplace in southern states where a lot of the production is moving. But they also know that they're worse off now under this administration with high inflation and so forth. And they like a lot of the other Republican policies. A lot of the workers are relatively conservative. And this is part of a general change in the American electorate, what's sometimes called voter realignment. If you wear a blue collar, you're increasingly Republican. Those were people who were the backbone of the Democratic Party. They're now increasingly Republican. And what I would say is blue collars going one way, polo collars going the other way. And we're seeing that suburbs like Scarsdale around New York or Winnetka, Glencoe around Chicago, and its equivalent around every other city, Shaker Heights near Cleveland. Those used to be solidly Republican areas, and they're now essentially Democratic areas. And I just think you're seeing a major shift. Trump capitalized on it, accelerated it, and solidified it on the Republican side, but it began before him and it will continue after him. How else could you get a state like West Virginia, which was all Democratic until fairly recently, switch almost immediately to being all Republican?